Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute, but your girl is back. Yeah, my hair is brown. I went back to brown and it's because my hair was getting really damaged with the pink and the purple, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go back to brown, but don't worry, I'm not gonna stay this boring. I think I'm gonna get highlights or something just for the meantime because I get bored with my hair and this hair is so boring. So yeah, I feel weird because I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder or whatever, and I look really weird. I look like a librarian. But anyways, okay, so Merry Late Christmas or Happy Holidays. It was a good holiday this year for me, and I'm really excited to be back on here. It's been a hot minute, like I said, but I finally had the spirits to make another video. Today I have a story time for you, and I hope you like it. Please like, subscribe, comment. I love you guys so much, and I actually have been thinking, should I start vlogging? Because that would be cool. I don't know if people like vlogs or actual just sit downs, but yeah. I think I'm just gonna get on to the video. Comment down below what do you like. And should I do an everyday video? I don't know. I'm just feeling like I should be more on this channel. I don't know. Okay, so I love you guys and let's get on to the video. So this is gonna be a video about my past. I talk about it a lot on here just because I'm really open to stuff that I've been through and my personal life. But I've been really kind of MIA on that. I don't know, it's just really weird with that. But my past is very crazy. I had a very weird past. I've been through a lot, that's for sure, and I think it's helped me grow and be a better person, and it's just I kind of want to share it with you guys. So I started going through, I don't know how to say this. I started going through my horrible past when I was in high school. I was transitioning from middle school to high school, I remember, and I wanted to fit in so bad. I was a pretty geeky girl. I would get good grades. I didn't wear any makeup. I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. I remember that in this middle school I went to, you would wear uniform. So I didn't express myself like I wanted to. I was very shy. Didn't have many friends. I had maybe 3 friends, and those are I'm not kidding, those were my 3 friends for those 3 years that I was in middle school. And at the end of middle school, I remember I was trying to find myself. I remember liking a guy really it was my first love. I liked him so much, and that's what made me want to change, actually. I remember going home and wanting to change my hair, wanting to change my look because I wanted him to notice me. So I went home and I told my Aunt Carla, I remember, I ran home and I was like, can we dye my hair? And she's like, your mom is not gonna let us, yada yada yada. And I was like, no, I really need this for my confidence, and I just really want my hair dyed. And we finally picked red and it was really crazy, but we picked red. And we went to, I think we got a box dye. Yeah, we probably did. And we dyed my hair. I was really excited. I was like, oh my god, I look different, and I was really excited. And then we got me new clothes for school. I got tighter clothes. I used to wear baggy white shirts. It was the khaki with the white shirt. So I would wear tight white shirts with the khaki tight pants. And I was really excited because I was gonna look different. So I went to school the next day, and I remember people were looking at me different. Guys were staring at me different, and I wasn't used to the attention. I never really had attention. Nobody really gave it to me. So when guys were giving me attention, I sound like a slut, but they were giving me attention, I liked it. I was like, oh my god, I'm pretty, like they're looking at me. It was like the cool kids, they were looking at me. It's like, oh shit. And so I remember I was in gym class one day and this guy came up to me. His name was Johnny. I remember him coming up to me and he was like one of the coolest kids there, like one of them. And he was like, wow, I didn't know you were this pretty. Like, you never, like, shown yourself or whatever. And I was like, yeah. Like, I'm not kidding, guys. When I would go to school, I had my hair up all the time, just like this. And, like, I didn't wear makeup. Nothing. It was just, I was like a boy. So, when they were noticing me, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna work. The guy that likes me is gonna notice me. And he did. I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah. Fast forward, I go to high school and I'm still with the guy that I had a crush on. And I really, really liked the attention. So I made a Facebook and this is where I blew up. I made a Facebook and I remember just posting a couple pictures here and there and people were like liking it up. I just remember it was just crazy. I was getting a lot of like messages and like likes and it was just like, oh my god, like why is so many people like crazy about me? It was just weird. So I met this girl through Facebook. I'm not gonna say her name, but most of you know who it is because I made a video about her. At the time she was my best friend. Let's call her Mima because it rhymes with her name. Mima. So Mima and me became best friends. She was Facebook famous. Hold on, I have a moco. I'm kind of sick, guys, so alright. Mima and me were best friends. We would go everywhere. She introduced me to the party scene. We'd go to like high school parties and like we would go to college parties and we were like barely like in high school. Like I was just going into like freshman year. And that's how me and her like started growing on Facebook. We were considered Facebook famous. I remember always getting stopped at the malls and like it was just so exciting for me. I was like, oh my god, like I have attention, that's so cool. And I don't know, it was just like crazy for me. So what happened? Oh yeah, so I was a good girl. Still, to this point, I was still a good girl. I was going out, but I wasn't going out as much. I was just, you know, testing the waters. So I was Facebook famous, and I remember I was still dating the guy that I really, really liked. We ended up breaking up because the cheating stuff. So after we broke up, that's when I snapped. I was crazy. Like I went crazy because I had not experienced, you know, being cool. Like I was never the one to be like with friends. I never had friends. I never went anywhere. So when me and him broke up and me and this girl started going to parties and hanging out, I went all out. This is when I remember being crazy. I would like drink underage. We were crazy. We were like always out past our what's it called? You know what I'm talking about. Past our like bedtime. And so me and her were crazy. Like literally I would not come home. I would stay out for days. Like I'm not kidding, days. Like I would not call up my family. Like they were looking for me. I would stay gone for a minute. And it was crazy because my parents were really strict with me my whole life. So when I started acting up like that, they were like, what is going on? Like we need to like sit you down and like take you to like a hospital because you're going crazy. And like I remember like running away from home like left and right. Like I'd come home, leave. Like I'd come home, leave. Like I would always leave and I would live with like friends and like I was like living with her, with Mima or Mimi or whatever. Did I name her? I forgot. And it was just crazy. I think the breakup really changed me. I was really crazy. Like I'm not kidding. Like I don't know what snapped in my head. I thought maybe nobody loved me, no one's ever gonna love me, and I was really hurt. So I ended up just going all out. And at this age, it's crazy. I was 15, 16. Yeah, and it was just nuts. Like I should have went home. Like I was crazy. I remember I didn't have any clothes. I didn't have anything with me. Like I would take like maybe a couple clothes and I couldn't come back home because they would like, I think they were like they had called the cops at this point, so the cops were looking for me because I was like a runaway, and like I didn't have any clothes, and I would borrow people's clothes and I wouldn't give it back, and like people were like trying to fight me because I would steal their clothes. And like there's that story about that, because a lot of people are like, I remember when you would steal clothes, and I was like, yeah, I was crazy. But that was the reason why I would steal clothes. Like it wasn't because I was like, maybe because I was just a hood rat, like I really was. So me and this Mima girl, Mimi or whatever, me and her ended up finding out that her mom had passed away. And I was there for her. I felt bad. Her mom passed away. Me and her got even closer, but I moved in with her completely. Like I didn't go home. I stayed at her house. At this point, I was living with her and I wasn't going to school. I was literally fucking up. And I was Facebook famous, so I'd get what I want. It was crazy. When you get fame on like Instagram, like any social media, people look at you different and they won't do kind of like anything for you. It was crazy. I had guys come over, drop me off food. Like if I wanted a ride, they would pick me up. Like I was a hood rat. Like I was a hood rat. I remember putting statuses like, who can scoop me? Like who can do this? Like what's the next party? Like, it was just crazy. I had people giving me money. Like crazy. They were willing to do whatever. It was just crazy. So I had like a good life to me back then when I was a kid. I was like, this is great. I don't have to go home. Men will buy me clothes. Like I didn't do anything, because you guys probably thought, oh my gosh, she's a slut. Like we were known for that. Like people were like, you guys like are always asking for rides. Like you're never home. And yeah, we were hood rats, but speaking in my point of view, I was not doing stuff for exchange of this shit. Like I'm not kidding. So it was really crazy for me. Eventually I got caught up, and that's when I went to jail, which was my story time about the time I went to jail. So I don't know if I can link it down below, but you guys can see it in my channel. I talked about how I went to jail. I got caught up, and then there was one boy that stuck by me no matter what, and that's my boyfriend Brandon. Me and him were together. Well, we've been together off and on, but he was my best friend before all of this. He was my best friend in high school. We went to the same high school. He was there for me. He pretty much brought me out of that situation. When I got out of jail after like a year being in there, like not a year, I think it was 9 months, but that's really close to a year. So it was 9 months, and like I got out of jail and he was still there for me. He wrote me the whole time I was in there, and I got out and we automatically jumped into our relationship, which I kind of think was really crazy. Like I shouldn't have done that, because I don't know, I feel like our relationship would have been better if we would have waited. But anyways, we jumped right into it, and he really did help me lose all of those friends. I dropped all of those friends. I didn't talk to Mima. I think I lost my Facebook. Like I couldn't log into it or something. Or I could, but something happened to it. I honestly think he deleted it. But I didn't have no access to anything anymore. And it was like an addiction. Like I literally think it was an addiction, like just having everything just handed to you. So I would love being Facebook famous. I remember I loved, you know, just I was just a user. It was disgusting, but I was addicted to that, the party scene, and it was crazy. Like I was a teenager. Like I don't know, it was just crazy. I'm just glad I wasn't addicted to drugs. Like the only thing I ever did was drink, and to this day I hate drinking. But yeah, Brandon pretty much brought me out of that. He was there for me, and anytime I was trying to get in trouble or hang out with the wrong people, he was like, you know what, do you want to do this? Do you want to get out of it? And like he would put me back in my mindset where it was like, girl, don't do yourself wrong, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was really cool. So I owe him a lot. If it wasn't for him, I'd probably be still doing that shit till this day. And because a lot of people ask me, how did you change? Like, you've changed so much. Like, I've had so many people message me telling me, you've changed so much and I'm so proud of you and you look different and you act different. And it's because of him that I change. It's because of him. And even if me and Brandon weren't to be together or weren't together, I feel like just him helping me through the whole thing, it made me realize a lot of shit. And I'm just glad for him, because I know the people I was hanging out with, like, I still haven't explained everything, but the people I was hanging out with, most of them are doing horrible or are dead or are in jail. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I am not kidding. Mima is like a prostitute. I'm not kidding. Like, she's an escort or something. And like most of my friends are strippers, and like it's just crazy. Like, I was going through a path where like I was gonna end up just like them, and it's just, I'm so grateful that I didn't. I feel like crying because like it's crazy. But I'm very happy that he changed me, and yeah, that was my journey into being a hood rat and changing myself for the better. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching my video. I love you so, so, so much. And I love your comments when you say, oh my god, I love story time and I can't believe you posted. And I know I don't post as often, but like I don't know, I feel like some of my stories I'm not ready to tell, but I'm starting to open up more, and I hopefully post more often. Like, I'm trying to like convince myself like, you can do this, you can do this. So I got you guys. So I'll see you guys till nech time. Love you, muchos besos. Bye.